trying for third. Back up the middle. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out. The tag, and he's out at the plate. Here's Nelson Cruz now. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
No balls and a strike to count. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Couldn't wait back. A swing and a miss.
Now on 0-2, I don't think we're going to see any more hittable fastballs. If we see one at all, it'll probably be extended out of the zone, or at least that'll be the intent.
Time for a look at the Stros on D. And guys, the things I want you to focus on today, one of them being this manager loves to shift. He has the pitching staff to trust to be able to manipulate his defense to try and get as many outs and play the numbers as much as he can.
0-2 now as Cano comes up empty on that one.
Boy, so far early into this one, this guy's pitching really well, and I'm a big believer in body language. He's getting the ball, he's working really quick, keeping the ball down in the zone. And if you take a look at this guy so far early on, a lot of positive signs. He looks like he brought his good stuff in this one. Hate to be Captain Obvious here, but he looks great to begin this start. That's already 3 Ks for him in the first 5 hitters. It'd be awesome to see him keep up this pace.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Oh, and he misses it. He's through first and hustling for second. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone. Stepping up to the plate, Ryan Healy, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. From the stretch. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Tough slider down low for a strike.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Mariners leave. A sight to be seen. The great Pike Place Market here in Seattle. Welcome back to Baseball on the Show.
Leading off for the Astros.
Stepping in, George Springer, as we are all set to begin the 3rd inning in this one. First pitch coming. Here it is. The bouncer to the left side. Segura with the sliding stop. Got him. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. Head-to-head with Adam Warren. He brings a scary .368 batting average. Also of note, the 4 home runs he's hit against him.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
So striding forward now, Martin Maldonado. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. First delivery to him on the way. A swing and a shot hit down the corner, and it's a foul ball. Here's the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Cano fields it cleanly. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So a 4-pitch inning as the Astros are retired, as it remains an 8-0 ball game. So digging in now, Denard Span. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. 8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1.
I gotta believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
And he'll be scratching his head after that one. It's 2-1. 2 balls and 2 strikes, the count to Span. And strike 3 called as he gets a little help there. 1 away. So with 1 away, we'll take a look at the standings here, and it'll show you that these guys have already wrapped up the division race as they've set their sights now on the postseason. Into the box, Mike Zunino, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And that one swung on and missed. 0-1. And he powers to cut fastball by him that time, and he's in charge now, 0-2. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Here's D. Gordon now. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. Popped him up. Altuve over to his left. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Mariners. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Stepping in now, the speedy Tony Kemp.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard.
Now he spins on one here and drives it to deep right field. A leap, but he can't rein it in. It's off the wall. And the Astros get something started right away. It's a leadoff double.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. This guy's been producing at the plate all year long, and this at bat is no different. He's probably surprised it didn't leave the yard after the season he's having, but he'll just have to settle for a double.
And that's in there. Base hit. They're going to extend their lead as the runner scores from second.
Dan, back-to-back pitches, double, then single, ambush tactics.
Well, I tell you what, they're swinging the bats early. You have a double, then an RBI single to drive them in. Potential for a real big inning here.
Before the first pitch, a check at first. Oh, and it froze him, and they got him. Into the box, number 44. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance, and he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out. Striding in for Houston, Alex Bregman comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. He's set, and the pitch. Now he extends nicely, and this ball's driven to right field and deep. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So batting practice continues here today as they notch their 7th home run of the game.
Yeah, Matt, you know what, D-Roll, we got up this morning for this day game here. We were expecting a high-scoring game, but boy, we haven't been disappointed.
Yeah, you take.
Now this one is blasted to left field, and there's no doubt about it. Back-to-back jacks. A solo shot here off the bat of Will Myers. Home run number 69 as he creeps closer as the blowout continues.
The batter, number 1, Carlos.
Here's Carlos Correa now as he rips it on the ground to second. Backhanded. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Here's Cameron Maybin now. 0 for 1 after a pop out in foul territory his first time through.
Cameron Maybin.
Strike 1 to start the at bat. Number 44 into foul territory, and this is going to wind up a foul ball. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Sliders in for a strike. Here's a high pop-up. Bregman waits on it. One down.
The batter, number 2.
Settling in now, Gene Segura. He popped out in his first trip. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lays off 1-0. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Segura carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. A ball and a strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the run is Kemp. 2 down. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Nelson Cruz, 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. A ball and no strikes. Fouled off. The 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
He'll be kicking himself tonight if he doesn't come up with a big knock right here. That pitch was in a hittable.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Mariners are down in order. They trail in this one 11-0. Here's George Springer. He'll lead things off as they look to perhaps build on an already sizable lead. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line towards center field. Gordon is right there, one down.
Up next for the Astros.
Ready for another chance. Marwin Gonzalez comes in 1 for 2 with that home run he hit earlier. Here's the first pitch to him. On a line, that's a base hit.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Standing in now, Martin Maldonado as he swings and hits a laser to right. But the catch is made on the line out there. Will they have a shot at doubling him off first? So after the 3 spot last time around, he's able to bounce back and hang a 0 here. Here comes the first pitch. Started that swing a bit too early.
You know, we haven't seen that pitch from him in a while, but it looks like he's got pretty good feel for it. If he's going to pick and choose when he's going to use it, he could steal some strikes that way.
Behind 0-2 now. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out, 1 away. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Cut fastball taken for strike 1. Seager stands at 6 foot even. Bats left, throws right. He was selected in the 3rd round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Kyle Seager becomes the 2nd out in the bottom of the 5th. Digging in now for the Mariners, Ryan Healy. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. They trail in this one 11-0. Digging in, Tony Kemp. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning.
The right fielder, number 18, Tony Kemp.
Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He's around first, heading for 2. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
That's what we refer to in the biz as a hanger right there. He's lucky he's getting this baseball back.
Pickoff move to second, and a dive, but he's back in there. A decent lead at second. Here's the pitch. This is hit high and deep out to left. Back goes Span. On the warning track, he makes the catch. The relay, and a daring move there pays off as he'll make it into 3rd on the fly ball to left.
Number 44.
Standing in, number 44. He homered earlier and is 2 for 3 to this point. He's set. Here it comes. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field, and it's gone. So a 2-run shot to left center, his 2nd of the game, as this lead got even wider. Alex Bregman will stand in looking for home run number 3 as we take it back to inning number 4. And this was his second home run of the game as he's been dialed in so far in this one. Oh, and he goes the other way and he drives it out to deep right center field. Gone! Back-to-back jacks on back-to-back pitches. It's a solo shot for Alex Bregman, his third home run of the ball game as they just continue to pour it on here.
Well, in hockey, they'd call it a hat trick. Hitting 3 home runs in one outing is a heck of a lot harder and a lot more rare. He's having an afternoon he'll never forget.
The left fielder, number 4, Will.
Here's Will Myers as he rips it on the ground to second. That gets through for a base hit. He's now 3 for 4 in this one.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get it triple.
Yeah, that dude said it, Hero. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
Oh, and he misses it. The relay throw, and a good decision on the throw as he is meat at third base. Next up for the Stros, George Springer. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Getting a few steps off a second there. Now the pitch. Line drive to center field. Gordon will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The Astros on top, 14. Digging in for his second at bat, Denard Span. He'll lead it off as we start the home 6th.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Hit to short. On to first, and it's dropped. Boy, and on a muff catch, he's going to reach it first. Wow.
The catcher, number 3.
Striding into the box, Mike Zunino. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First things first, here's the throw over. Just keeping him close. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here's the strike. Sliders in for a strike. No runs, no hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Seattle. Now a foul tip right into the catcher's glove as he's able to hang on for the first out.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Waiting on it is Kemp. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now. And he will scurry back to first as he'll think twice about trying to move up.
The right fielder,
Digging in to try it again, Cameron Maybin. No hits to this point. As a look, now the pitch. In there, 0-1. Span is off of first with 2 away. 0-2 the count to Maybin now.
Count 0-2.
And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings without allowing a base hit. 1 left for Seattle. But this one's pretty much over, 14-0. Welcome back to Safeco Field here in Seattle. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Zach Duke enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. Over the bullpen and gone. A solo shot here to left. His 2nd home run of the game as the blowout continues. One more time. He gets a pitch to handle. You've heard that before. And you can add one more home run onto this already impressive number. In now, Martin Maldonado. Hot shot down the line. This is foul for the first strike. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Hit hard on the ground to third. Seager fields it cleanly. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. Stepping in now, the speedy Tony Kemp, trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Liner in there for a base hit. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away.
Boy, talk about having a day, Devo. Gets his 4th knock of the game, but mixed in with one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
Left fielder really never had a chance at that one at all. It was over his head before he knew it, bouncing off the base of the wall for an easy double. Those are the kind of shots anyone would feel good about.
Stepping in now, number 44. Shot toward right center. Boy, and call off the Dogs already, as this is down for extra bases. And the second run will score as well.
Man, if I was on the mound, I would not let this guy hurt me. He's been tearing the cover off the ball the entire series, and he drives 2 more in right here.
He is definitely a man on a mission, and he's making a huge impact. Alex Bregman will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game, as he'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. Striding in, Will Myers, and he's got a shot at history here, but he'll need a triple to complete the cycle. Now Myers, a drive. This is to deep left field. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A 2-run home run off the bat of Will Myers. His second of the game, as this lead got even wider. And we get another look here. He is now in elite company with home run number 70 right there. Here's Carlos Correa now. Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. Gordon retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So nearly bat around here as 8 men come to the plate in scoring 5. At the plate, Gene Segura, 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
One of the keys to pitching late in the game's first pitch strikes, and this guy's rolling along. So far, over 70% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
And he strikes him out here, so that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column. So he's still got his shutout working here in the 7th, and with that in mind, we check out the league leaders in shutouts. And as you see there, that number has him tied for 2nd in the AL in that category. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1. There's a knuckleball that finds the highest part of the zone.
He's still looking great to me out there on the mound. Punched out the first guy in the 7th, and he's jumped ahead in the count right here. Looks like he could stay in this game a while longer.
Got him. So that's the 2nd out of the inning, and he's 7 outs away now. So a good pitch there to get the out, and with that, we'll take a look at the league leaderboard in terms of team ERA. And you can see that this staff currently leads the AL in that category. First offering on its way. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. No runs, no hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for Seattle. Sent on the ground out to second. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Mariners. Here's George Springer. Lifetime numbers against Zach Duke, batting at an even .400. He also has 1 home run. Oh, and this is hit high and deep out to left. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Marwin Gonzalez is coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Danny, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
As a hitter, the only feeling better than hitting a bomb is driving one into the gap like that. He hustled out of the box knowing he was guaranteed a double, but I think he had thoughts of maybe a triple if the outfielder hadn't gotten it back in right away.
Yeah, there really wasn't any question about that one, going for extra bases off the bat. And that's the 2nd out. Well, there are blowouts, and then there are blowouts. And this, folks, is a blowout as you get a look at our line score. It's not often that you see a road team come into this place and put a whooping on these guys like the one we're seeing here tonight. Line drive to center field. Base hit, and that'll get a run in. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. David Phelps comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Line drive, that's a base hit into the right center field gap. They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first. And now he'll get into scoring position with 2 away.
I mean, that had to feel good right there, Dan. That's his 3rd RBI of the game and extends his team's lead. They might have this one locked up.
Boy, I tell you, those are always big, those add-on insurance runs. Big RBI right there for a little bit more breathing room.
Into the box, number 44. Hot shot on the ground is short. There's Segura. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Astros lead it 21-0. Here's the 3rd baseman now, Kyle Seager. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Ready with the 0-2. And he struck him out for the first out of the inning, but perhaps more importantly, he's 5 outs away now. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you can see there, he currently leads the AL in that department. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A knuckleball right over the middle of the plate.
We're seeing him in an absolute groove out there on the mound right now. Retired 7 straight, and mechanically, he looks really consistent and fluid to me.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Got him. 4 outs away from his date with history.
Well, a huge out number 2 here in the 8th. 4 outs remain, but the finish line is starting to come into focus now.
Digging in, Denard Span. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way to get a couple of cracks in his armor before it gets too late.
Yeah, that remains to be seen.
Oh, man, he's got a chance to strike out the side on 9 pitches. 7 down, 2 to go.
And he struck him out. So he's now through 8 full innings and will take his no-hit bid into the 9th. So add one more name to the record book here as he strikes out the side on 9 pitches. More matinee baseball here on a Wednesday afternoon following this. Edwin Diaz comes on to work now, and he's their usual closer, but this is obviously not a save opportunity.
Yeah, this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't had a chance to come in and close the game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
Takes this the other way to right. Maben is there, 1 quick out to start inning number 9. Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Will Myers. And we'll see if he can put together a rare 5-hit performance here.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in 1 game. His last at bat, his 2nd home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
Carlos Correa.
Into the box now, Carlos Correa. He swings and grounds it to short. Segura fields it cleanly, and he's safe at first. Boy, a great effort, but he wasn't able to get enough on that throw, and that'll be scored an infield single. Stepping into the box, George Springer, head-to-head against Edwin Diaz. He's got a 3-for-7 line. Here comes the first pitch. He's running. Now a swing, and this ball is crushed straight away center field. And this one is gone, a home run.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
The batter, number 9. Designated hitter.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now as he rips it on the ground to second. And that's just past the grasp of Cano into center, a base hit. So he picks on the first pitch here and is able to extend the inning. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. In now, Martin Maldonado. Runner goes, lifts it into the air to shallow center. Gordon is there, makes the catch, and the side is retired. Here now it's Mike Zunino starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count. at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And that finds the target. 0-2 now. And he struck him out for out number 1. So now just 2 outs away from the no-no. Digging in, D. Gordon. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Wow, that's 4 straight Ks. He's knocking them down. He's looking for number 5 right here. You can tell this guy on the mound, he is pitching with a whole lot of confidence in this one.
Got him to go down swinging there. D. Gordon becomes out number 2 in the bottom of the 9th. Here's Cameron Maybin now. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon.
Hey, this boy ain't messing.
Swing and a miss, and he's got it. A no-hitter.
Well, it's something that every pitcher who's ever picked up a baseball dreams about, and he's done it. A no-hit gem in one of the most dominant performances